explored the academic foundations of your engineering education, meeting the heads of physics, chemistry, and mathematics, and the Center for Management and Humanities, and you heard from an inspiring speaker, our associate deans for cultural clubs and technical societies, and were introduced to many clubs, cells, and technical societies that make our campus come alive. And today, on the third day of your orientation, we turn to the support systems that will stand behind you throughout your journey at PEC, your well-being, your alumni network, your library, and your career growth. So dear students, keep your energy high, stay curious, and don't hesitate to explore. Once again, welcome to the day 3 of orientation program.
As we begin today's session, let us turn to a space that quietly holds up everything, else your well-being. College brings excitement, but it also brings new pressure, and it helps to know that there is space on campus built entirely around listening, support, and care. It is my privilege to introduce Professor Sulata Bhandari, Head of Student Counseling Cell at Punjab Engineering College and Professor in the Department of Electrical Engineering. Professor Bhandari holds a MTech and a PhD from Punjab Engineering College with a research interest spanning instrumentation and control engineering and biomedical engineering. As the head of Student Counseling Cell, she guides the confidential counseling services, wellness sessions, and peer support initiatives, fondly known as the Happy Folks of PEC, that stand ready to support students through their personal, academic, and emotional journeys on campus. So dear students, please put your hands together and give a warm welcome to Professor Sulata Bhandari.
Hello. Hello and good morning to all of you. First of all, congratulations and welcome to PEC. I'm Sulata Bhandari. I'm Sulata Bhandari, not Sulata. I'm Sulata Bhandari, in charge of this cell. And let me first introduce you to our cell. I'm in charge of this cell, and we have with us 2 trained counselors. They are very friendly. You can contact them anytime you feel like. Mr. Naveen, sir, please. He is Mr. Naveen. He sits in the dispensary. You can contact him anytime you feel like. And Ms. Tanvi. Tanvi, ma'am. Then we have our student volunteer team. Secretary Anya. Anya, are you here? Anya. Joint Secretary is Gaurav. And Assistant Secretary is Angad. There are event coordinators. And design heads. Now, as in charge of this cell, we have come across some issues which faced by the students which lead to their mental stress. These are some of the important issues. Now, we often hear from the students come to us and say, कि मैम हम तो rural background से हैं. Most of our classmates are from big cities, English medium में पढ़े हैं. How can I compete with them? But dear, you have proved your potential. You are here with them. आप दोनों का starting point maybe it's different, but you have landed on the same platform. You are in the same class, pursuing the same courses, same goal. So don't get disheartened. Job market में nobody will look after your background. They'll look after your technical skills, technical abilities. So focus on improving that front. Don't compare yourself with others. And also another problem is when you move to college from your protective environment of your home. You are left on your own to look after yourself, your problems, you have to manage on your own without your parents around you, without your old friends around you. You have to manage your studies, your finances, everything you have to manage on your own. So that transition phase is very difficult for many of you to handle. So that even reflects on your academics also at times. First year mein grade low ho jata hai and you are not used to such low grades. You get panicked. But please remember that you have capabilities, you have come to this college, that means you have the capability. So first year ka low grade should not be a marker for your entire career. Your capability का वो एक low grade का stamp नहीं लग जाता है. हाँ, yes, you need someone to support you and help you out through this phase. So in that case, this is where you come to ourselves. We understand you. हमारे यहाँ पे counselors है. You have peer support group also. Peer support group वाले students जो हैं, they are students from our college only. They are volunteer students. They have been trained to handle such situation. At times you feel that you should have some friends who are your age, so that you can relate with them. You can discuss your problem freely with them. So we have this peer support group in our college. You can contact them. Even if you are not a member of this SCC or our counseling cell, you can become a member of this group. We'll train you how to handle such situation, how to help out your friends out of this phase, right? Now, you all know it's a very popular saying, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. And this applies to academic fields also. So we in HCC keep organizing such fun activities, not just for entertainment, but for you to get a break, interact, give you a chance to interact with others, get recharged for your further studies. It's open to all. It's not necessary that you have to be a member of HCC to participate in this. So anyone can participate in these activities and enjoy them. Now these are glimpses of some of the activities taken over last year. Now, our student went to Hyderabad to attend a international youth conference at Kana Shantivanam. We keep on organizing such activities. Celebrated Holi. We keep on organizing mental health sessions. There are expert talks. Then we have this awareness camp. Even if you are not member of these activities, you can be a part of our organizing team also and even participate and enjoy, right? This is one of the expert lectures. Some of the event organized during PEC Fest by our students. Then we got a chance to witness the launch of this app at Governor House, Punjab. 20 of our students also went with us. So this is all about our club. You can contact our counselors whenever you feel low. You can contact us. You can contact our peer group students. They'll definitely will help you out. So to conclude, I'll like to read out few lines from a beautiful poem by नायक मिधा. जब बार बार ये सोचकर हताश हो जाते हो कि इससे अच्छा ये हो जाता, इससे अच्छा वो हो जाता, तब ये सोचकर मुस्कुराओ कि इससे बुरा हो जाता तो क्या हो जाता. तो उसलिए मुस्कुराओ, मुस्कुराओ और मुस्कुराओ. And we wish you a very happy, मुस्कुराहट भरी 4-year stay in PEC. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for sharing your valuable insights and for reminding our students that they are never alone on this journey. Moving forward, we now come to an office that keeps PEC connected across generations, our Alumni, Corporate and International Relations Office. Bridging the gap between our glorious past and our vibrant future requires a leader with deep institutional roots, academic excellence, and a global vision. And today, we are privileged to welcome exactly such a leader, Professor Rajesh Kumar Kanda, Head of Alumni, Corporate and International Affairs at Punjab Engineering College. A proud alumnus of PEC's class of 1991, Professor Kanda's own academic journey is nothing short of exemplary. An associate professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, he is a double gold medalist, having topped in both his bachelor's and master's degree before earning his PhD. His scholarly expertise spans ergonomics and mechanical design, with extensive research published in national and international journals. He is also a life member of prestigious bodies, including the Indian Society of Mechanical Engineers and the Indian Society of Technical Education. But beyond the classroom and the research lab, Professor Kanda wears a crucial institutional hat. As the head of Alumni and International Affairs, he is the driving force that keeps our vast worldwide network of PEC alumni connected to their alma mater. Whether it is fostering critical corporate partnerships, spearheading international collaborations, or ensuring our current students have access to unparalleled mentorship, his work continuously elevates the global stature of PEC. I request you all to extend a warm welcome to Professor Rajesh Kumar Kanda with a round of applause.
Very good morning and welcome to PEC. And you started getting this welcome on day one, but still it's my duty also. So before I start, in fact, my office, Alumni Affairs, we deal with those who have graduated. And I am holding this office since January 23. Normal protocol is every faculty member is given some additional duties. Basically, I am faculty in Mechanical Engineering Department, and this duty is additional duty. And this duty I am doing for the last 3 years plus. So this is, and in fact, this office came into active mode somewhere 10 years back. And right now we have database of about 20,000 alumni. They are connected with us. The office name is Alumni, Corporate and International Affairs. So our office, we connect with alumni And majorly what our alumni do are, they give liberal donations towards the release of scholarships to, I will say, underprivileged students. And take it positively, some reserved category students, scheduled caste students, these categories, they get scholarship from Dean Academic Affairs. And other students, economically weaker sections, below poverty lines, persons with disabilities, and some other students which the institute can't cater to, so we cater to those students too. So I'll move to slides 2, but overall, so 4 categories my office caters to for your release of scholarships. So on an average, in fact, we have strength of 910 per annum. So 2% students, so about how much is 2% of 910? Probably 20. So 20 students, they get 1 semester's fee exemption. 1 semester fee they'll have to pay, 1 semester's fee exemption, that is given to 20 students. Again, processed by our office. Then persons with like BPL certificates, below poverty line certificates, there's no limit, even if it's 20, 30, whatever it is. So they get major relief. They get full fee waiver, subject to production of relevant, valid, legal BPL document. So average, we release about 25 to 30 every year for each year, I'll say. So in total for 4 years, more than 100 people, they get BPL scholarships. So they are full fee waiver. Right now the fee is 1,88,000 rupees probably, and 12,000 probably is security part, so you get 1,76,000 relief from your tuition fee. And complete hostel fee charges. Otherwise you pay probably 81,500 rupees, but you don't get 81,500 rupees. A little less than that, probably maybe 60,000 or 70,000. So, but it's a major relief. So this is the second category that my office caters to. The third is person with disability. So they also, we have some proper rules and regulations for there, and we fund them 1 semester fee depending on their family income. So some modalities are there for that. Then comes the most important scholarship. We call it alumni scholarships. So right now in progress, we have about 33 MOUs. So you can say alumni, they have funded PEC, maybe to the tune of individual must have given 1 crore, 2 crores, 50 lakhs, something of that nature, and some they keep giving on recurring basis also. So we invest in our fixed deposits. From their interest, we release scholarships. But again, modalities are there for that. We have very, I'll say, legally vetted memorandum of understanding with our donors, and based on everything, we release scholarships. And there also average number of scholarships for 1 year students, we gave about 20 students. So in totality, I'll say 20 from EWS, 30 from BPL, and 20 from alumnus, and about 5 from PWD. So about 70, 80 scholarship per year we release to first year. Then if we multiply by 4, so about 300 students we cater to every year. And there's a major relief. And for that purpose, we involve students too. Right now, these positions where the students they contribute are basically meant for final year students. But final year students, they are just the total team that comprises of about 14, 15 students only. But 14, 15 students, they are not sufficient. Then these final year students, what they do is, they make their teams. And with our surveillance, our permission, our control. So there they induct first year students, second year students, third year students. So you find a place there. And if you start working for my office from first year onwards, if you get associated with your seniors, probably by the time you enter final year, so you will get good position also over there as a working member. We have some position like joint secretaries, and at the end of your graduation, minimum as secretary or joint secretary that gets certificate of excellence, certificate of appreciation, and if you do a little more, then you get college color also for that, right? So keep associated with our office for the time being with your seniors in final year. But those who are to avail scholarships, they'll keep coming, like we don't need to invite them, they keep coming to us, right? And take it positively, we'll support you. Now a little glimpse of what we do. Just hold for a minute. So I don't know whether you have taken your tour of the institute, but if there's a new block has come up, we normally call it NAB, New Academic Block, our building. So on ground floor, that office, I won't say my office, the institute's office, dedicated to your alumni affairs is located. So coincidentally, I find my office place to sit over there. Otherwise, my personal office is there in mechanical department, and that is my basically additional office. I don't own it. Main office is mechanical only. And we have team of 3 members, mainly. Myself as head of that office. Then second in command is Professor Jimmy Carlupia. He is otherwise faculty in production engineering department. Third is our alumni relations manager. So she sits full time. Miss Saruchi Sharma, right now today she is not here because she comes from Punjab and there's a Punjab on call. She couldn't come to this place. Otherwise, and Professor Jimmy again, he's busy in class. So 3 of us, only I'm here. And then I have my secretarial staff, Miss Priyanka. She is sitting right now over here. And most, Professor, there's Saruchi and Priyanka, they find permanent, basically they are for 8 hours there in that office, but we go occasionally, like maybe 2 hours a day. Otherwise, we are busy in our classes, other academic works, and you will find me, most of the time, you will find me sitting in my mechanical personal office. But still, in 2 hours, on an average, I go for 2 hours, for 2 hours. And this is student committee that we formalize for like for final year students. So different activities that we carry out. As I told you, this is Alumni Corporate and International Affairs Office. So we process MOUs. MOUs with alumni, those who donate funds for scholarships. So proper MOUs are formulated. We have industry MOUs too, so we connect with industry also. And we connect with some research institutes too. And you'll come to know in next slides to come, I'll show you about 25, 30 MOUs that we have signed with them. Right now you are in undergraduate programs. So research, probably you'll start doing somewhere in 3rd year. But before that, you can associate yourself with some industrial projects. So we have some active MOUs with some industry also. So we have dedicated faculty for that. So you can contact that faculty member if you are interested in doing some industrial projects. And these are blankets. Blankets means they cover all your sins if you commit somehow during your graduation and in your final year when you appear for your full-time employment in campus. So if you have done some project with industry, so this gives you mileage. So what I say is, we have these MOUs notified on our website too. Just go through these MOUs and find the faculty member who or she, whoever is connected with that. And if you find interest in that particular project, kindly get yourself associated. This will definitely give you some mileage. So this is my team, but everything, all members are from final year students. But they have subcommittees, you can associate with them. Very soon this committee will be notified, It's just beginning of final year, so probably in week's time, we'll notify this committee too. Now comes to some activities that we carry out. Just for your motivation, because here people, they like to be associated with some functions. So DSA, Dean Student Affairs Office, they conduct PEC Fest. So people, they try to be associated with these activities because it brings you in limelight too, right? So we too conduct one major show, that's a PEC Global Alumni Meet, and it's scheduled on second Saturday of February every year. This PICOSA, PEC Old Students Association, they conduct with our help. So it is, but complete student team of about 100 people, 100 students, they are associated with that activity and majorly controlled by final students, this team, and about 70, 80 students from your second year, third year, and first year. And that's a good way to work, and these all photographs are from your 2026 alumni meet. And here, now we facilitate people with who completed 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, 30, 35 years, 40, and 45, 50. They keep coming. So they are special invitees. So this time, I completed my 35 years of graduation in 26. So it is all my batch. These pictures relate to my batch. And we gave good gifts to our, I'll say, institutes. I won't go into detail of that, but still, you'll find it yourself too, in due course of time. And now these are the scholarships formally I'm announcing. 4 I've classified. Now I'll go a little further. So in 25-26, EWS, 4 years, we gave 52 scholarships. 24-25 gave 66. So it depends on number of applications that we receive. Then under BPL cards, just see for 4 years, in 24-25, 85 only, but last year we gave 109. And with PWD, 5 and 3, and these donation-based MOUs, 39 and 41, and these are different MOUs. I won't go into details of it. So many MOUs are there, and they are displayed on your website too, and we'll mail you also through your webmaster. So each individual will get this information. Reason is this is important. Those who are to apply for scholarships, so they should know the modalities of or availability of these scholarships, right? So there are 5, 6, 7 slides, so no need to discuss in detail, but just to apprise you that these are available things. These are otherwise available college. These are college initiatives, and this is by your alumni. Again, different modalities, and moreover, so this is the end of it. Now this is important. For second year, third year finalist students, we release scholarships in the month of November every year. But for first year, these scholarships are released in the month of April or May next year. So today is 26, so you will be getting your scholarships in the month of April or May 27. The reason is MOUs, their modalities are fixed on the declaration of your first semester result. So that first semester result is declared somewhere in January or February mid. So accordingly, we process the MOUs, scholarship the applications. And see, these are all merit cum means, income based. So income we verify from the certificates that government agencies issues to towards your family income. In addition to this, we ask for ITRs, income tax returns. Now see, now it is the month of August, and the last date to file ITR was July 31, 2026. So now you have entered on 19th of August. Naturally, it's not possible for you to file your income tax ITR, your parents, I'll say. So 90% of the parents, they file income ITRs, but still those who apply for these scholarships under these schemes, I have seen, observed 70-80% people, their parents, they don't file ITRs. But it's important document that we ask for, and not for ITR of your father only, for your mother also. So parents' ITRs. So see, the government of India, they have given privilege. If the income is less than 2.5 lakhs per annum, then filing ITR by December 31, that's the last date. You need not pay a single penny for that. But if the income is probably 2.5 to 5 lakhs, then you need to pay only 1,000 bucks for that. And higher than 5 lakhs, it's about 5,000 rupees. It's a fine. But if you intend to apply for this, so this much effort you'll have to put in. Those who need to apply for this, they'll have to make the parents file their ITRs, and sufficient time is there. So there are two reasons why we process these first year scholarships in the month of release, I'll say, in the month of April next year. Right? So ITRs is important, and your declaration of first semester result is important. But once it comes to BPL categories, below poverty line, earlier we used to process these applications with these 3 categories. But now, this time we are trying to dissociate this from main 3, because BPL categories we don't require any income certificates. Only thing that we require is only BPL certificates. And we'll release this notification by end of this month. That's those who want to apply under BPL categories. Notice will be released, and you will be asked to apply by 15th of September or 20th of September, and accordingly the applications will be processed, and BPL scholarships will be released by end of November. Right? So this is important activity. ITR for EWS category, your PWD category, and for your alumni alumni scholarships. It's important. And see, just a glimpse. So in 2025, EWS category we released 58 lakh rupees. BPL categories we released 2 crore 25 lakh rupees. PW category we released about 8 lakhs. So in total, in 25 we released about 3 crore rupees. In 26 it was 3 crore 23 lakh rupees. And in addition to this, from your alumni, 24 about 15 lakhs, 25 30 lakhs, 26 again about 31 lakhs. So about 3.5 crores worth scholarships are released by our office to about 120 students every year. Sorry, 300 students every year. So that way this is important, and we associate students for that. Right, so these are different MOUs that I've talked of. Some are with some research institutes, some are with industry, and every MOU is being taken care of by some faculty member. You just need to find a name for that. Get associated. Intentionally I have mentioned name because their professor in charges, they sometimes they keep changing. So that's a dynamics. That's dynamic, and please, and you can contact my office for that if somebody is interested. And if, like with Fortis Hospital, if somebody is interested in doing some medical research, just find who is taking care of this particular MOU, find that faculty member, get in touch with him or her, and start your project for that. So these are 27 MOUs that are in place. And now, before I close my talk, this is off the track. So Dean Academic Affairs, probably on first day, he must have told you the grading pattern. Has he shared or not? So this A plus A, B plus B, C plus C, and D and all. Are you aware of it or not, please? Are you aware or not? So this is based on normal distribution curve. This is off the track. So this normal distribution curve we follow when we compile the results. So in metallurgy we have 60 students, in mechanical we have 120, in computers 120, production probably 45. So as per this curve, A plus we give to the maximum 10% only, right? So if it's a class of 60, so only 6 will get A plus. Others they won't be getting. If it's mechanical, they'll out of 120, 12 students they'll be getting A plus. So this is discouraging, but this is rule also, and we need to follow, and we follow it too. But once it comes to open era, once you graduate, so this time how many people appeared for JEE mains? Probably 15 lakhs. So you compete if I say only India, with your 1 year senior, 2 year senior, 1 year junior too. So in total, you compete with 2 seniors, 1 junior, so 4 batches. So if there are 15 lakhs in one batch, so you compete with 60 lakh people. So 60 lakh people, 10%, 6 lakhs. So coming in 12 students in your class of 120 is tough, but if it is a competition with 60 lakh people, so for 10% coming in 6 lakhs and making it big in life is not that difficult, right? So I encourage you, so even if somehow A plus, A is not, you are not able to score, but life is different. That's open field. So you compete with 60 lakhs, so coming in this portion of 10% is not that tough. So just those who thought of it, just see, they made big things. Jaspal Bhatti, and I have just brought some important names. So you see, father of aerospace, Satish Dhawan, his bust is there outside. He is PEC alumnus, 1945 mechanical engineering graduate. So probably he thought novel. So he never bothered about this NDC for school, this school I'll say. He thought of probably at world level. So he could make it to those 10%. Then Kalpana Chawla is there. Jaspal Bhatti is there. There's Kalsi, Manmohan Singh Kalsi. These Kalsi pumps you must be aware. So he again is PEC graduate. Then Adesh Pratap Singh Kairo. He is son of this Pratap Singh Kairo, grandson of Pratap Singh Kairo, the first Chief Minister of Punjab. So he is again PEC graduate from electronics. Then Vanya Mishra, she made it to Miss India, then she competed for Miss Universe also, again 2014, graduate from PEC. This Varun Berry picture was not available, but again MD, CEO of Britannia Industries. This Amit Singhal, mechanical engineering graduate, he is right now CEO and MD of Asian Paints, again a big deal. Then this Bhola Thapa, my class of mechanical, he is now Vice Chancellor of Kathmandu University. Then Puneet Gupta, so you must be knowing probably Astrotalk. So 2011 graduate, he is now CEO. The valuation of the company is 100 crores and the turnover is 1300 crores. Just a young guy, 2011 pass out, just 15 years back he graduated. So he must be around 36, 37. But he has made big in life. And this is again those 10% of India curve, I'll say. Then this Mr. Tyagi, he just has relinquished his charge as CMD of Power Grid. Then even Basha is there, take it positively, right? Then this Guru Pratap Singh Goparai, again my class from mechanical 91, I'm 91 graduate. So he is now CEO since 2012. When he was 42, he became CEO of Fiat India, then to CEO this time Mahindra, then to Skoda. Now he is CEO Suzlon Energy. Just for motivation only, I have brought some pictures. You feel charged up that you can also make it to this presentation 10 years down the line. Somebody else will be standing over here and probably, let's say, out of 910, minimum 10, 15 photographs should be from your batch, right? It's possible. So now, right now, the senior superintendent of police, she again is, Chandigarh I'm talking, she is again PEC graduate, and her husband, he is also PEC graduate, he is IS officer, 2 years senior to her, again PEC, right now probably he is Deputy Commissioner Bathinda. Then this Pandey Sahib, he became Election Commissioner of India after serving as Chief Secretary of Uttar Pradesh. Then this again my batchmate, Navneet Kapoor. So you all must be knowing luminous inverters, luminous batteries, luminous everything, right? So he is owner of that. So we take pride in announcing this, and see, think media, and the list is long. And see this fellow, Jugeshinder Singh. He is again my batchmate from production, and he got admission in sports category. Right now he is CFO Adani Groups. 3 years back, he bought a house in Australia worth $40 million, about 400 crore rupees, right? So people make big in life. So even if somehow CGP is important, but if somebody is not having CGP higher than 8.5 or 9.9, it doesn't matter. Probably you can compete better. And next talk, Professor J.D. Sharma, he is head CDGC, he'll deliver, and he gives you that opportunity, right? And some other alumnus, those who were given this Best Asia Award kind of a thing. So the list is again long. So thank you very much. So I feel that so again, welcome to PEC and love PEC. Those who couldn't make to IIT, they still feel fine, they should have been in better institutes, but this is also, like this you'll feel when you come in final year. And then when you get a good job through CDGC, people, they get Google also, they get Cognizant also, they get JP Morgan also, they get McKinsey also, right now today is there. Then you start valuing this PEC. So still, everybody looks for IIT, but everybody doesn't make it to IIT too. But still, you get fairly good chance to prove yourself to yourself too and to the world too. So thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you, sir, for an enlightening address and for sharing the opportunities your office continues to open up for us. Our next stop lies at the very heart of the academic life on this campus, the library. Whether it is a quiet corner for research, a rare journal, or a digital archive spanning decades, the Central Library is where curiosity finds its resources. It is my privilege to introduce Dr. Seema Vashisht, Senior Librarian at Punjab Engineering College, who brings over 28 years of professional experience to this institute.
A gold medalist in library and information science, she holds an MSc in anthropology, a PhD in specializing in the organization of electronic journals, and postgraduate diplomas in both library automation and networking and intellectual property rights. She has authored 2 books and published over 47 research papers in reputed national and international journals with key research interests in the management of electronic resources, digital libraries, institutional repositories, and web technologies. The Central Library provides students with a strong foundation for research and self-learning through its extensive collection, reading halls, and digital resources. I now invite Dr. Seema Vashisht to address the batch of 2030. Please welcome her with a huge round of applause.
Good morning. So I am here to give you an overview of the library facilities available in PEC. I start my presentation with a quote, "Ordinary people have big TVs and extraordinary people have big libraries." So that doesn't mean you must throw your TVs and mobile phones, but the purpose is to incline towards the learning resources so that you get better knowledge and better professional heights. The library is housed in a 3-storied impressive building with an area of around 27,000 square feet. We have 2 interlinked buildings, and new block is the extension of the existing old building library. And the library is centrally air conditioned so that you can have all weather access and a comfortable environment to study and access to the books. And we have a sitting accommodation of around 385 students. So The next quote is by an Albert Einstein. The only thing you absolutely have to know is the location of the library. So you better know where the library is, and within the library, it's a glimpse of what sections we have. We have our digital library at the basement, and at the ground floor we have reading halls, and we have newspaper and magazine section, we have technical section, and on the first floor we have circulation section where you can access the books, and there is one counter for you to get the books issued. And also on the second floor we have reference section and other periodical section. Also there is a book bank for SC/ST students and general category students. This is a glimpse of new reading hall, and the picture below is a glimpse of the old reading section. Two main reading halls of the library are kept open from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. on all weekdays. However, during the examination days, the facility is extended till 12 midnight so that you can have better opportunity to read the facilities available. And the working hours of the other section are from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. which are recommended, and the notice about when the library is closed is put on the notice board. And now the library have two types of collection, digital collection as well as print collection. In the print collection, we have around 1.25 lakh documents, and in the digital collection, we have a huge collection of e-books, e-journals from 32 online databases. We also subscribe to 19 magazines and 11 daily newspapers so that you can have some documents on the current affairs, general knowledge to improve your general knowledge, etc. In the print collection, we have two types of collection. In the circulation, we have around 32,000 documents. From here, you can get the books issued and take it to your home for the reading purposes. But in the reference section, we have a collection of 11,000 dictionaries, encyclopedias, and other reference material. These books are not meant to be issued. In the book bank, general book bank, we have a collection of around 16,600 documents, and SC/ST book bank, we have a collection of 15,900 documents. We have also a good collection of Hindi Punjabi books in case you are interested in reading for recreational activities. These are the e-books databases available. Cambridge, we have access to Elsevier books, we have McGraw-Hill books, we have Pearson's, Wiley, Springer. A good publishers collection we have in our library. These are the list of newspaper we are subscribing to and the list of magazines we have access to. Now, it's very important for the membership of the library. You all are entitled to get the membership of library. Being the student of the PEC, this is your entitlement. But now you have to come to the library and fill up a membership form, and when your data of the membership form will be entered in the computer, you have to verify, and then you will be entitled to get a campus card. It is a smart campus card. It will serve the dual purpose. It will work as your identity card as well as library card, where you can use it to get your books issued. So this is the procedure. You come to the library, fill up the membership form, data will be entered, and you will be getting the smart library card, and it will be used for the issue and return of the books. Now, what are the privileges of the loan of books which you are getting from the library? For the big tech students, you can get 3 books for a 15 days period, and from the book bank, the books are issued for the whole semester to the students. SC/ST category will be getting 6 books, and general category people will be getting 5 books as per the availability of the books. Other conditions of loan are that you have to take care of the books, and if you don't return the books on time, you will be levied a fine of 2 rupees per day. And in case you lost your library card, so it will be, duplicate card will be reissued on a payment of 500 rupees. So better take care of this SID card. A books arrangement in the library is as per DDC. This is a standard classification system followed throughout the world. So you will be slowly get acknowledged with this books arrangement. Generally here 004, 006 is computer science books, 530 is physics, 629 is aero engineering. Slowly you will become comfortable with such kind of arrangement. PEC library is also available online. It's a part of the PEC website. You can have access to this also. OPAC is generally a facility available for searching the books. It's an online public access catalog. This is the URL where you can search books, which book is available, whether it's already issued or not, and you can have access to all these books. Again, you can search this PEC OPAC through the using title, keywords, subject-wise or author-wise. Then this is the process of how to get the books issues. You come to the library, go to the stock area, and get the book which is required by you, go to the circulation counter, and then get the book issued. We also have a digital library where there are 32 computers, and various facilities you can access in the digital library are the OPAC, again, then e-library, e-journals, e-resources, various NPTEL courses also you can access or have access to the National Digital Library, or you can access MOOCs available here. Also, library is a part of the ONOS. This is an initiative of the Government of India where they are giving us access to the 32 databases of e-journals. There are various kind of journals available, best publishers in the world, Wiley, Springer, Nature, ASC, ASME, PEC library is having access to all these databases. There is a notice board outside the library, and you better make it a habit to come to the library, have a look at the notice board. What latest is going on, it will be put on the notice board. There is a book drop facility also, where you can drop the books which are issued in case the library section is closed after 5, and you can drop your book here to get it returned. So I wish you all a happy reading. As you know, library is considered as a resource center for the learning process. I request all of you to make best use of it. And I request you to all to cooperate with the library staff so as to beget the cooperation. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your valuable words and for sharing your insights with our students. We now move to another important aspect of your journey at PEC, your career. From internships to placements to industry partnerships, the Career Development and Guidance Center works throughout the year to open doors for every student who walks through this campus. It is my pleasure to introduce Professor J.D. Sharma, Professor in charge of the Career Development and Guidance Center, CDGC, at Punjab Engineering College. Professor Sharma is an associate professor in the Metallurgical and Materials Science Department, with a rich academic background, possessing a PhD as well as a BE and ME in Metallurgy and Industrial Materials. His core research focuses on metallurgical process waste, transparent ceramics, conducting ceramics, and thin films, materials degradation and selection, and high strain rate materials. He has contributed to numerous research papers published in national and international journals and conference proceedings, alongside guiding key sponsored research projects with organizations like DRDO and MHRD. His exceptional leadership and dedication has been a driving force behind CDGC's commitment to empowering students and shaping it into a vital resource for career growth. I request you all to extend a warm welcome to Professor J.D. Sharma with a round of applause.
Good morning, everyone. I welcome you all on your day of orientation to the institute. On this day, you are being introduced to different aspects, offices and administrative heads of different departments of the institute, just to get acquainted with what we have to offer to you in the subsequent 4 years. And moreover, it's also a time for you to understand that what you have to deliver to earn this graduation degree, there are some mandates which you have to follow. Maybe Dean Academics have given you one, Dean Students Affair may have given you the second aspect of it, and your department heads and the visit in your department must have made you understand there are some outcomes that is expected from the graduates of PEC. I hope you are enriching yourself. In these days, I am very sure you will come out of the shell that you are going to study something which has been presumed best for you, to the stage in this institution where you have to choose what is best for you. I can just brief you that what's the difference between a professional college or a core academic or a school is that professional colleges empowers its students. It gives them a power of choice that what I want to be, and to be what I want, what should I do? Does my institute offers it? And the institute which offers it most liberally are thought to be the best professional institutions. But generally, you people when come out to the institution and you hear something about the professional colleges and professional institution, it is sometimes been thought as an institute which cares little about me or its students, but more care about their policies or the systems. To some extent it's true also, because these things in professional institutes are designed in a way that we try to create a level which we expect every graduate should attain. Some attain it very, very comfortably. Some people have to make a little effort, and some people have to rush to it if they have to meet the timelines of the things. You'll be seeing many professors like me in this institution, gray-haired, talking to the people talking to the students in the corridor, and very liberally. But when you are not meeting your timeline of submitting an assignment, we are considered to be very cruel. What happens if I am not able to submit it within those 2 hours which you have given to me? This is not because we do not understand your problems, that there can be a small issue in the last 2 hours that you are not able to submit the assignment. Issue is not about submitting late the assignment. It may cost you in this institution, it may cost you 2 marks or 3 marks. But in the whole life through, that's very important. That can cost you your job. That can cost you even dearly. That can cost you a life also. So professional institutions generally give, maybe with a sweet coated bitter pills, or maybe in a bare form, just to make you understand that what are the harsh requirements of the bitter word which you are going to be the part of. See here, many years back, I was also sitting like you in the same auditorium as an undergraduate student. And you can just understand every year a good chunk comes to this auditorium. We again try to plan something for you 4 years or 3 years earlier that you have thought to be at PEC. Even when you don't know you are going to be at PEC, there are a chunk of people who are just working that what 2030 batch, what we have to offer to 2030 batch. So we were not sitting idle. We do not know you that you were coming, but we know the requirement of the industry, we know the requirement of the world which is going to be in 2031 when you will be stepping out of this institute. So these things are planned in such a systematic way that a day, this should be a day that you should understand that whatever institute is offering me as academics or on its cultural aspect or on its technical aspects or maybe on the aspect of a discipline, that you have to learn. You have to assign yourself a set of outcomes that what I want to be 4 years down the line. You know yourself well. Professional colleges provides the facility. They will never ask you to follow something by hit and rule. It's seldom that we say you have to be here. Professional institute says, be where you feel it is the best time for you to be. It can be the PEC market, it can be your class. It can be a waiting outside the professor's room for 30 minutes, or it can be waiting for someone to come and give you some guidance for 10 minutes, waiting 1 hour for it. But you know the best where you want to be. So these are things that I just want to tell you on the first instance. Then 2 elements more I want to tell you, that what your expectations are, you have to match it with the institute, and secondly, what institute expects from you, if only it is you who have to match these expectations also. So now I may tell you about my office which I am heading nowadays. It is Career Development and Guidance Center. Whenever a new batch comes, I can tell you, I feel very proud. I feel that this much chunk of students who have proved themselves at one level of the preparation, they have crossed over that fence, that critical energy they have passed over, and they have come to PEC. And I say, whosoever the student is, may be the rank opener of computer science and engineering, or maybe a student who is the last admit to any of the branch in my institute, he is now belonging to PEC. When he goes out, he should have that culture, that legacy, that discipline that we generally use, that our students should always possess in their life. I honor you people in such a way that you have been achievers at your own level, when the rest of your friends may be spending some time on the things that they like, you spend the time to prepare to be at a good institution. And I can assure you are in one of the good institutions. Now, the second thing that comes to mind, many students, many faculty used to come to me that what is the pay package, what is the highest pay package, what is the average pay package, and that's obvious also because I hold that office from last few years and I have the data also and I have the onus to tell them also. Every time I say that don't ask for the packages that this institute offers. Ask for that what culture we imbibe in your student, in your kid. What culture we imbibe in you remains with you wherever you work for. As your Dean Alumni has clearly described, there's all those pictures that you have seen. They are maybe sitting on 24th floor of BKC in the top as a CEO, in the room of an CEO. A day must have been they may be sitting in this auditorium just like you. And at this point of time, there may be some professor like me of TPO may be telling you, motivating you that you have really achieved. And these students have given us a day that we can put the things in front of you, that these dreams are possible. A lot of students see these professional institute as only the placement a machinery to get a good placement. That's right to some extent, but I may tell you it's more a place of learning than a place of placements. But to give you this facility, we have been in the past few years, we have been very, very liberal to you, and we have converted this institution, this Department of Career Development and Guidance Center, just as a department which is ran by the students. The most of your core group students of this institution, final year student, they generally run whole of the show. We, the people at the head, or the advisory committee that I hold, or the faculty who are associated with it, just give a direction that we should reach to a fruitful result. So there is a small presentation that I have made so that you can get a little glimpse of what we do in this institute. So just this office used to be training and placement office, where we used to give internships and placement, but now we have switched to the career guidance. That is, there are things beyond the placements and internships also. We have different verticals which we cater for, and these verticals are now being made an annual event, so that you should get exposed to what are the career options. Where you are going to be is being decided by a lot of factors, and institution, being professional institution, we are actually not bothered with the requirement of each and every individual, but we are very much concerned what society requires from you. If you want to align with us, it means you are in the line of the mainstream where the society is going. So seeing this trend, we have started lot of verticals in addition to just placement. So I'll be discussing them also, but main aim is that we host all the companies which comes to this campus. So we provide skills, career options, the process to get through these opportunities. We guide you also throughout 4 years. We have a mentorship scheme also, where we have the mentors from the industry as well as from the institution who can help you to build your career goals, as well as we keep your record also that where you are at what point of time. The present organization is like that, where the larger part is being taken care by the students, the operational feature, but the policy making, the guidances, the discipline, or the larger outcomes are being decided by faculty coordinators as well as your departmental PIs also. Every department has a representation by a faculty at my office, and they are the first point of contact to you as a faculty in your department. In addition to that, your class will be having TCRs and PCRs who will be in third and final year of your department. They are even the easier line of approach to you students. Now we have a large student representation here also. So we always have a core committee consisting of 14 to 20 members, and we have student heads and joint heads in these committees. There are different committees. If I can have my student head Manit here. Are you here, Manit? You can see, you can wave here. He's at the back. So he is Manit. He's a mechanical engineer. So he is my student head for placements. So anybody who want to ask anything, see his face, reach to him, ask him what he has to offer for the present student of final year, what he thinks the line can be 3 years down the line when you will be in the third year or the final year of your studies. So you will find 20 to 30 people in the campus. Many of them are hostlers also, who are the part of my core committee. And these are the students who generally work day and night and make the things possible for the office that we tend to achieve at this point of time. We have some support committee also. It is also consisting of students. So student makes a larger chunk. So approach to my office is very easy. these are the faculty coordinators from the departments. Your respective department, you can write down, you can remember that who is actually heading your department for CDGC activities. We have made most of the activities or the verticals an annual fair. So you will be, if this is a Lakshya is specifically designed to make you understand that what are the career options in defense services nowadays. Defense services are becoming very, very popular amongst the engineers, because nowadays you are understanding that the battles are actually not fought only on the ground. Now the battles are more fought on technical basis, data basis. So engineers are direly required in defense also. So at every part, you know the requirement of cyber security in this age. So from last, I think not less than 10 to 12 years, we have made this as a vertical. We were seeing that what is coming up in a subsequent time. So Lakshya is an annual program. No, if somebody doesn't want to join defense services, no problem. It's not bad to invest a day amongst your 4 years, or at least if it's an annual event, you may attend 2 or 3 events in between your 4 years, then you can plan what is there in their platter. You may go to any of the career branch, but being at PEC, you do not know that this is the career available, this will be too bad. You should be the most informed person amongst your group if you are the part of this PEC culture. So this is, we generally used to conduct these sessions. This is generally a day or 2-day event. So those students who want to come up, they can register to this event. So this is called Lakshya. Other is Pran. Pran is one of our flagship programs where we push our students to prepare for government services or administrative examinations, including UPSC examinations. So you have seen SSP of the city passing through the same route. It is not that CDGC has made anybody an administrative officer, but CDGC just gives the first light to a first year or the second year student that this is also a career option in your life. So the thing I told you, that you should know all, whatever you want to do, carry it on. But it's a time that you should really explore these things to the depth, because it's the easiest way to understand the careers at this point of time. Then there are pre-placement training sessions also, where we generally hone you for your soft skills, communication. We understand very well from the background you are coming, and we very well understand that what we are going to impart in you academically in these 4 years, which sometimes lack in few elements which is desired by industry after your graduation. So why you should go out and learn after a period of time when the things are spent over? We always try to make you learn when you are here in the institute. So communication skills, or the part of the systems, that we need to understand at this point. So we undertake pre-placement talk. This is just like the finishing school. How to appear in an interview, how you should write your resume, how you should take up your interviews, what is the basic elements which are there in the technical interviews, and what are the basic elements which are there in the HR interviews. We tell you well before you are exposed to these situations. So right, so participate in it. Till last year or a few years, we try to make it mandatory for all the students. But now we are understanding that there are too many learning platforms, and you people have to do a lot of things. So keeping the honor of the time that you have, we also made it that a student can join this, student can come to this PPT if he desires for. So from a 3-day event, we had made it a whole year event, once in 1 month. So we always take top 50 student or 100 students for a given sessions, and we conduct the subsequent session the whole year through. So see, institutions are good, those institutions are good, which generally understands the requirement of the students. So that is what we tend to do. After making it compulsory for so many years and even getting good results out of them, now we have made it just on your choice. Whichever type of communication skill you want to have, we conduct different workshops. Just say one of the workshop is going to held in 29th of August. Last workshop was, I think, 18th or 19th of July. So every time we are seeing that new students are coming and we are able to give the larger content to you. So we also have one of the verticals of higher studies, that is the students who do not want to go for job directly and they intend to go higher studies, and we always understand that higher studies are generally in an institution of higher repute. So we call the representatives from different universities, good universities, so that they can come and tell you what are the requirements of their institutions of higher learning. Maybe for PhDs or all, MS and PhDs, they generally tell you that what are the options of options for scholarships in their institute, which domains are being offered the larger scholarship, in which domain, in which department, who are the professors who are having these posts with them. So generally, consortium of some colleges or some colleges they do come, we also sign MOUs with few of the institution. If you want to be in some of the institutions abroad for higher studies, that is we call it as the vertical as higher studies, right? Another is UDAN. UDAN is the same event, annual event, which we take for the higher studies. So this is again people from different institutions do come. Moreover, some people who facilitate these higher education, who can process your candidature well, we also call them. This is an annual event called UDAN. There is an open house. My office, Career Development Guidance Center, also undertake a city initiative where we call the students from the schools and we open all our laboratories as well as the facilities of PEC for one day for all the city students as well as anybody from the city who wants to come and see the facilities. So this is a big event we generally undertake with the help of our core and all the student representatives from the different departments. So it's a big event we undertake in our college that generally called as an open house. Some of the good people who have been here in my institute to tell you what is going on in the world, in the technical world, we invite a lot of speakers. Generally, we invite 20 to 30 speakers a year in my department, but there are few speakers who really make a mark and they design something for your career. Similarly, we have called Dr. B.S. Murthy, Director of IIT Hyderabad, one of the speakers that we called last time. Then he told such a wonderful career options to the student that you can't even imagine for. What IIT Hyderabad is creating niche in, how their curriculum is being designed, how their students are working to make their project validated by the different mentors at the different institutions. So I urge you all, whenever your department or my office undertakes any session, go through it is not mandatory, again it will not be mandatory for you to come, but at least see the speaker, go to the net, see what this background of this speaker is, align it that does it connect to me some way, and even if it doesn't, then listening to somebody who has traveled say 500 kilometers came to you for an hour of lecture or 1 hour 30 minutes of a lecture, I think you should attend. This should be the part of the things that you need to do. You must, I understand in my undergraduate, Sundarlal, Bahuguna and all these good people, environmentalists, I have heard when I was in my college. I haven't seen it my whole life through. But I heard them 30 minutes, 45 minutes, I was a member of one of the clubs at Punjab University as well as in this institution also. So I heard them, good. I am not an environmentalist today, but I know that 30 years down the line what people were thinking, and when today any environmentalist is talking about, I can understand that how this psyche has been changed. So this is what enriches you. This is what you can get benefit of coming to a good institutions. Something has gone abrupt here. If I can get help. Mouse ka hai? I have. Sorry. So, please, whenever your institution also, many times we see ki good speakers are coming, students are not turning up. Good, you must have heard them many times on YouTube. But if they are in your institute, standing in front of you, it's a good experience. It's really a good experience. I can tell you, you can take my words and then can think of it. My office also undertakes TED Talks. So from last year we have started it. So we call all the people from the social world, the people who have achieved in their entrepreneurship dream, or the people who are actually youth icon, we always call them, and there's a full day program where we have called 5 speakers in TED Talk last year. So because you know that this institution in the North India is one of the institutions which hosts a good talent, so we get the good coverage also. Nothing to say much about it. We don't have to run to the newspapers to say something that what we have achieved for. Our students, our faculty, our research is competent enough. Your placements, what companies I generally invite here in institute, your data of placement every year is one of the things that newspapers or the people in the media actually eagerly wait for. So we don't have to do much for it, and even you don't have to do much for it. But go with the wave, go with the things that are being put in front of you, do the best in them. People are going to come to you in this institution for this also. So we have been covered well in many of the institutions. So just telling you little about what opportunities we have in our office. We offer you a 2-month summer internship, that is after your 3rd year. And good companies are coming, good companies are giving good stipend amount also for you students for 2-month internship. That generally starts after finishing your 6th semester. You go there, but these interviews takes place as you finish your 4th semester. So in the beginning of the 5th semester, this time summer internship is going on for the students who will be joining in January next, right? Sorry, June next, after completing their 6th semester. So whatever you want to do, ये किसी को surprise नहीं होना चाहिए. ये आज जो आपका session है इसलिए है. Nothing should come to you by surprise. It will come to you surprise when you haven't heard the things well here. So when you finish your 4th semester, you are on your vacation or 4th semester, anything you want to do to make your technical skill more viable, you have to do in the 4th semester. अब ये मत कहना कि मैंने तब तक कोर नहीं पढ़े थे, because in the 5th semester company will be here on the 27th of June. Company of the order of Goldman Sachs, company of the order of American Express, company of the order of JP Morgan, they'll be here on 27 July to ask you that what you can do a year later. They'll be asking you a year before. This is the challenge for being in a good institution. It prepares you well in advance what is required from you. Other is academic internship, that generally we take a 6-month internship in your 8th semester. Full-time opportunities, FTEs we generally call as that. These opportunities will be given to you in the 7th semester, that after 8th semester you will be joining there as an FTE. So this again comes to you a year before, right? And there is PPO when you go to summer internship or when you go for academic internship. PPO is pre-placement offer. They offer you a placement 6 months or a year before, that you will come to us. They say, my students are getting the PPOs for 2028, right? And also 2027, right? So this is what I just discussed with you. These are the 4 things. There is a time that I'll announce that when you people can register. because the total number of students we can hold on our portal to give the relevant information is limited, and the information for the students is also limited. It is also for the limited number of students. You need not have to be very much worried about what is going on with final year at that time, but you should be very much worried about, you should know about what is going to be given to you in the second year and the third year. So I think in this year, in the first year, we'll try that you should be put on the portal, and you will get the direct information about the events, about the companies which are coming in, which you are eligible for, right? So there is a process. I don't want to make you overloaded with information that this is the process goes on. It will be charted directly. You don't have to worry much about it, but just see that their timelines are met. We generally give very strict timelines. Timelines are met for your registration and the companies which are going to come. So this is something that people want to hear or see. The highest package that we have last time was 73. This time is 73. We have average of 14.4 and we have a median of 12 in BTech. So this is branch wise distribution. So please don't see it as a parameter that I have to follow or I will be following in a subsequent time. It's just a part of information that you have, because you can be one who will be pushing this 73 up, and I hope nobody should be thinking of that I will be one which will be dragging this median or mean at the bottom or at the lower levels. So see that there's some achiever will always come to me and say ki I have got 1.5 CR, I have got 2 CR. But we generally give the data which we offer to you. Okay? There are many achievers beyond this who have their capabilities beyond the institute also. We appreciate them equally. So we are just giving the data what we offer to you. So these are few of the top recruiters with us. So you can see all the good names here, and many more which I am not putting up here. So thank you very much. All the best. My last words to you is that these are actually a good every year. Everybody says to you, your parents were also saying 10th is very important, 12th is very important. But in the course of action, this may be the year which may define your career, what you want to be, in which type of environment, you are going to work for a larger part of your life. That's important here, right? So thank you very much. Anything you want to ask, my office is just opposite the door, opposite to this auditorium door. So anybody want to connect to me, they can come. But I had just made you met Manit. So Manit and his team is always there on this red floor, seeing you. So you can always come to my office. Thank you, dear. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable guidance and sharing such insightful perspective with our students. I request everyone in the auditorium to kindly rise and welcome our guest speaker for today. Thank you, everyone. I now invite Dr. Shilpa to take over the proceedings and give a brief introduction about our guest speaker for today, Dr. Dharinder Tayal.
We now move on to one of the most anticipated segments of today's orientation program 2026, our guest speaker's address on integral humanism, Ekatma Manavvad. Today we have with us Dr. Dharendra Tayal ji, a distinguished educationist, a prominent social worker, and a forward-thinking corporate innovator. An alumnus of our institution, Dr. Dharendra Tayal ji, obtained his Bachelor's of Engineering in Production Engineering from Punjab Engineering College, Chandigarh, with an MBA from XLRI Jamshedpur. He also earned a PhD from Punjab University, where his research focused on strategies for successful turnaround of sick and struggling entities. Over the years, he built a successful entrepreneurial journey as the managing director of RH Mechatronics Private Limited and as the founder of Anovus Institute of Clinical Research, an initiative of Hit Abhilashi Foundation Society. He recently launched Videnta Oral Care Private Limited, a startup that is working towards transforming oral care in the world and at the same time drastically reducing its environmental impact. Having a deep interest in education, he remained a member of Punjab University Senate and a member of the Board of Governors of Punjab Technical University, while also serving as the president of the Alumni Association of Punjab Engineering College previously. A research-driven and creative thinker, Dr. Tayal has filed several Indian and US patent applications, including innovations in IT and sports analytics using fuzzy logic, and his patent application on personalized healthcare for women, FemTech, has been granted. He has also published in several national and international journals across interdisciplinary domains. Dr. Tayal has also collaborated with Harvard Medical School faculty on an Indo-US research project on photodynamic therapy for single-sitting treatment of early-stage oral cancer. This project was shortlisted among the top 20 proposals out of several ones by the Indo-US Science and Technology Forum, a joint initiative of Government of India, DST, and US Department of State. He is a recipient of the Excellence in Technical Education Award from Chandigarh Management Association, recognizing his significant contributions to advancing technical education. I now invite our Associate Dean Student Affairs, Dr. Jyoti Ketia and Dr. MP Garg, to extend a token of welcome by presenting a planter to our guest speaker, Dr. Dharendra Tayal ji. Huge round of applause, please. I now request our distinguished guest, Dr. Dharendra Tayal ji, to come to the dais to kindly address our new batch of energetic students.
Thank you so much for the kind words and the distinguished faculty, Dean, Associate Dean, Gargji, Kedia ma'am, and Puneet ji, of course, and all these bright students, all of you who are here. First of all, congratulations on making it to PEC. Yes? एक अच्छा सा yes यार. मैं तो बड़ा excited था when I got here. I don't know about you guys. Are you? Yes, sir. Good. I couldn't have asked for more when I got in. When I sat there, I couldn't have asked for more. I knew IIT में पहुंचूंगा नहीं. And in any case, I think PEC was a much better option. And I can say that today also. So, like I said, congratulations on making it to PEC. Now we've reached that stage when suddenly we can say, मैं बच्चा नहीं हूँ, मेरी स्कूल की घंटी नहीं बजेगी, मुझे कोई नहीं पूछेगा कितना सिलेबस हो गया. Right? Now I have freedom. Am I right? Now I have freedom. Although, let me ruin the mood by a little bit by saying with freedom comes responsibility. But छोड़ो ना क्या रखा है उसमें. Let's enjoy the freedom. So you worked very hard to get here? Yes? And now for 4 years you will work very hard to get out of here. That's life. And over these 4 years, there's a lot that you learn here. You learn engineering, algorithms, systems, structures, avionics, God knows what all. Some will go abroad, some are already thinking they are late for their startup. And some will land up in domains that they wouldn't even have thought of till now. But before all that happens, since now, like I said, मैं बच्चा नहीं हूँ, we are adults, we'll talk like adults. There is a question that I have for you. What is the problem you're trying to solve? सोचा? नहीं सोचा. Problem was PEC में कैसे घुसना है? I am here. आगे की प्रॉब्लम मुझे पता ही नहीं क्या सॉल्व करनी. मे बी दिस फेलो सिटिंग नेक्स्ट टू मी नोज. अनफॉर्चुनेटली ही इज थिंकिंग द सेम थिंग. बट ऑल्सो अंडरस्टैंड, I may have the best computers, I may have the best machines, I may have the best systems, I may have the best anything, the best minds. But if I don't know what is the problem I am solving, I'm not getting anywhere. Am I right? And the problem that I would be solving is, where am I today? Where do I want to be? And what is going to get me there? What will be my guide there? How do I get there? That is the problem that I would be solving. You know, we started with saying that we've attained freedom. A few days back was 15th of August. 15th of August was when we celebrated the fact that the whole country toiled just the way we toiled for several years. The whole country, our ancestors, they toiled for a long, long time to attain freedom. And when they attained that freedom, just like we have, the same question came before them. It was the birth of a nation. Where are we? Where do we want to be? And what will guide us in getting there? You see the similarity between the two? And the first thing, like I said, when we are going to behave like adults, the first thing that we have to do as adults is question. Even as engineers, question. Question everything except nothing. I think that is one basic difference between an engineer and anybody else. Engineering is a way of life. A lot of us may not even practice as engineers subsequently. We may be doing something else, but you will find that it is that engineering education that you got which is going to stand you in very good stead, which is what is going to teach you. And that is what our system has been telling all of us. Pythagora kuch prove karke gaya na. Why was I told to derive it again? Did we ever ask this question? Somebody should have told me कि भाई साहब Pythagoras ने बोल दिया, अब accept कर ले यार. Why tell us derive it? The fundamental of that was don't accept anything. Once I have derived it on my own, I know, good guy Pythagoras, you've done a good job. I approve of what you've done. Right? Question everything. And today, what I want to do before you is raise some questions, some of which have not been asked, some of which should have been asked, and some of these we should be asking. Since engineering is just starting, it will be unfair to do the Viva on engineering, right? Let's keep that for later, and they are the best people to do that, not me. Let's do it from elsewhere. Let us start from Indian history. घबराओ मत यार, मुझे पता है नहीं पढ़ी, मैंने भी नहीं पढ़ी थी. You see, among these questions, when I'm saying, like I said, where are we going, we will try to determine what kind of a Google map can we get for ourselves, which should guide us through. And what should have been the kind of Google map that the country had when it got independence. And as we do this, it was said that the topic I'm talking about is something called integral humanism. The word is very heavy, I understand. Forget the heaviness of the word. We'll try to look at it very, very simply and see how that applies to all of us in our journey that begins now. It was given by, we first must acknowledge the concept was given by a gentleman called Deen Dayal Upadhyay, and is a very fascinating homegrown concept. But coming back to the first question that I was talking about, when India attained independence, we were told that be grateful to the British. Because what was India? India was nothing. There was no such thing as India or Bharat. These were some 500 and something princely states. That's what happened. Sardar Patel did that. 200 years before. East what? India to tha hi nahi. Do you see that lie? India 1947 में ब्रिटिश बना के गए प्रिंसली स्टेट्स को जोड़ के, लेकिन 200 साल पहले जो कंपनी आई, इट वाज कॉल्ड ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी. दैट इज व्हाई, बट वी एक्सेप्टेड इट. वी एक्सेप्टेड इट बिकॉज वी वर टोल्ड ऐसे ही है. दैट इज व्हाई, दैट इज द एग्जाम्पल आई एम पुटिंग बिफोर यू. क्वेश्चन एवरीथिंग, डोंट टेक एनीथिंग फॉर ग्रांटेड. Don't let anybody tell you accept it because I know better. Question it. And I know we have the habit of doing that. At my time, we didn't have the resources. Today, when the fellow is speaking, parallelly you are checking on GPT. ठीक भी बोल रहा है कि नहीं, let me question him. Which is a good thing to do. So question everything. Our constitution says India, that is Bharat. Now, Bharat was not there, like we just said. I don't know where the concept of this book called Mahabharata came, and when it came, how many thousand years back. Which is the oldest book? Rigved, lovely. Rigved talks about Bharat. And it defines Bharat as something which has Himalayas at the top and the ocean at the bottom. Rigved, and we were supposed to be grateful to the British for giving us Bharat and India. I'm just putting the thought of questioning in your mind that even some well-grained, ingrained thoughts can be so fallacious. थोड़ा टैक चेंज कर देते हैं. लेट्स कम टू समथिंग दैट यू नो बेटर. आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस. ये तो ठीक है. हाँ, आई कैन सी अ लॉट ऑफ हेड शेकिंग कि यार ये हमारे डोमेन में, अब ये किस डोमेन की बात कर रहे हो आप पहले. सो यू आर एंटरिंग इंजीनियरिंग एट अ वेरी extraordinary moment. It's both a great time and maybe we had a better time where we were not so challenged. Today you are challenged. At our time, the machines or whatever we were inventing were basically replacing our muscles. The steam engine, the lifts, whatever. The muscular activity, the physical activity that the human being was supposed to do was something that the machine was now doing. Right? Now, what it is doing is it is challenging the intelligence. AI can write an essay better than you. AI can write the code better than you. AI can design a product better than you. You name it. AI can do it better than you. Am I right? Then what are you a human being for? What can technology do? If I ask you, you will be able to tell me in no time at all. How can we do it? These three people and lots of them like them will tell you how to do it. But there's another very difficult question. And that is where your human being comes in. What ought to be done? What ought not to be done? AI will not tell you that. It is we who have to determine what is it that we ought to do, what is it that we ought not to do. Let's take it at the absolute lowest level. If I tell AI I want to cheat, it will tell me how to do it. Will it tell me not to do it? That ought has to come from me. Where will humanity land up? You have to determine. How it will land up there, AI will help you. I said we'll raise a lot of uncomfortable questions. We've raised some, let's raise some more. Today, we have more IITs, more AIMS, more universities. Let me go back to my time. We had so many engineering colleges in this region. You know how many? 3. PEC, Thapar, and Guru Nanak Engineering College in Ludhiana. And if you did not make it to these 3, the nearest paid college was Bangalore. Or you didn't become an engineer. Today, I only have to think, sit at home, close my eyes and think I want to be an engineer. And I'll get 4 calls in the next 5 minutes saying, sir, you were thinking of becoming an engineer. हमारी सीटें खत्म हो रही, जल्दी से भर दो. Am I right? So if you want to be an engineer today, you can be an engineer. I know my father telling me, sometimes when he had to motivate me, he would tell me, तू पढ़ाई कर ले, एडमिशन नहीं हुई, मैंने पैसे नहीं देने डोनेशन के. On other days when he would find that I am very shaky, यार चिंता क्यों कर रहा है, दे दूंगा ना पैसे में. Today there is no such tension. इंजीनियर बनना बन तो जाऊंगा ही. कोई घर पे आके बना के जाएगा, बोलेगा क्लास नहीं भी लगानी बेटा मत लगाना, 4 साल बाद डिग्री ले जाना. कोई भी ऐसा भी कोई ना कोई जरूर होगा इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज यहां पे. But we've got more AIMS, we've got more IITs, we've got more universities, and we've got more corruption. We've got lesser values. We've got a flood of information, we've got a flood of knowledge. Where is the value system? Do you see a contrast there? We've got more AIMS, we've got more hospitals, we've got more medicines, we've got more research, we've got more diagnostic facilities, and we've got more disease. Are we healthier than before? Do you see the contrast? What's going on? We've got more mandirs, we've got more gurdwaras, we've got more churches, we've got more mosques, we've got more gurus, we've got online gyan, offline gyan, we've got everything. And we've got more violence. Much worse violence than my generation saw. In my generation, the fact that somebody was killed was bad enough. Today, that is not good enough or bad enough. Today, the person has to be killed, chopped into several pieces, packed in a bag, put in a refrigerator, and God knows what else. Do you see the contrast? How do we balance these? Today, we are talking about mental health. We never spoke of mental health. I was thrashed by my teachers. When everything has improved on one side, the brighter side has become so bright, why is it that the darker side has become darker? What kind of a contrast is there? We're missing something, right? Isn't it? Otherwise, why should this happen? Our resources have increased manyfold. When I used to come to PEC, I used to cycle to the college. I doubt any of you would be doing that. In my third year, I was given a hand-me-down scooter from my brother. Resources are more today. Siblings used to share rooms. Today I have a room to myself. There was one phone in the house, fortunately, which was our phone. Today it is my phone. Everybody used to pick the family phone. Tera phone aaya hai. Right? Today, even if my phone rings, nobody dare pick it up. Can somebody pick it up? No. है कुछ भी नहीं उसमें. I'm not even saying उसमें कुछ ऐसा वैसा है. I'm not even saying that. Still, it is my phone. We used to share rooms. Today it is my room and my parents should knock before entering. I know ये थोड़ा sensitive वाला है, जगाने के लिए मैंने बोला है कि जो सो गए हैं उनको थोड़ा गुस्सा आना चाहिए इस पे. तो क्या हो गया, पेरेंट्स नॉक करके ही आना चाहिए, मेरी privacy है. My privacy. But the interesting part is, a lot of people will say, and we've been hearing it all the time, the elder generation says the younger generation is at fault. Isn't it? We've been hearing it. I also heard it. You also must have heard it. तुम्हारी तो generation ही खराब है. I'd say the reverse. you are only reaping what was sown earlier. Possibly what was sown was not right. Let me give you an example. My daughter, she went to University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. She did her computer engineering there. This was quite some time back. That time, not too many kids were going to the US for undergrad. I was a very worried guy. As a parent of a daughter, suddenly, and she was in an all-girls school in Chandigarh, very conservative school. Some of you may have heard of Sacred Heart. कोई है यहाँ पे Sacred Heart से? See? Sacred Heart वाला स्कर्ट में नहीं हो सकता, जीन्स में ही होगा. उसको अलाउड नहीं है. I have two daughters. Just aside, one went to Sacred Heart, one went to Carmel. Okay. So my two daughters are here. The difference was, एक स्कूल पूछता था स्कर्ट घुटने से नीचे होनी चाहिए, दूसरा कहता था घुटने से नीचे नहीं होनी चाहिए. Two different schools. Anyway, when the first one was to go, and I was a very worried guy that going right out of Sacred Heart to a society that is so free, what will happen to my child? Will she be able to handle herself? As any father should be worried, I was a worried guy. Spoke to a lot of people. Till one person said, it is not her test, it is yours. If what you have put inside her is good, she is safe here, she is safe there. If what you put inside her is not good, she is neither safe there nor safe here. And I sent her. The same holds true. We are accusing you, but you are only reaping what we put in, what we have sown. We are the ones who are responsible. बड़ा पावरफुल एमुनेशन दे रहा हूं तुम्हें, इसको संभाल के रखो, काम आएगा. How we'll come there? You know, again, let us switch a little back into history. We've heard the song यूनान मिस्र रोमा सब मिट गए जहां से बाकी अभी है लेकिन नामो निशा हमारा. सुना? नहीं सुना? यार ये तो सुना होगा. सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा सुना है? क्यों भी नहीं सुना? उसी का स्टैंजा है मेरे भाइयों और बहनों. यूनान मिस्र रोमा सब मिट गए जहां से बाकी अभी है लेकिन नामो निशा हमारा. So the other civilizations, they got swept away, but the Indian civilization continues. Like I said, question everything, and I questioned it, and the question is why? वो क्यों मिट गए और हम क्यों बाकी हैं? वो मिट गए because they were defined by a political map. They were defined by a political map. What is the United States of America? It is this political map which is the United States of America. But what is India? Afghanistan was India, Pakistan was India, Bangladesh was India, and a lot more. वो चले गए लेकिन इंडिया है. Because India was never defined by a political line. It was never defined by a line on a map. It was defined here. All of us together, we share something which is different. Even from a Sri Lankan, it is different. If we talk to an Arab, it is different. So what is that something that is common between us? That is something which we call our collective conscience. There's a technical term for it called chiti, but chiti ko छोड़ो भी दो भी. वो चिति जो है, वो हमारी collective conscience जो है, it resides here. It is where I feel you are like me, we are of the same type. And that is what we are as Indians. That lines cannot obliterate. That lines cannot take away. And that is why abhi hai namo nishan hamara. Where that lands up is that at independence, like I said, just like today, our freedom, we want to determine what to do with ourselves. First goal is over, but some of you, several of you would be thinking, engineering mera goal thodi hai. It's my path. I was very clear when I got in that although I did a lot of engineering, actual physical engineering, but that I'm going to do an MBA. Some of you could also be thinking I'm going to go into the defense forces or become an IAS officer or so many other things. So the country also at that time was thinking that what should be guiding us? At that time there were two countries, it was a bipolar kind of a world. There were two countries, one was Russia, one was US, which were ruling. One had capitalism. We know capitalism? We know capitalism? Yes, okay. And the other had what? Ah, lovely. So one had communism, one had capitalism. So we were thinking which one to choose. One said everything belongs to the people. Kamao, khao, mauj karo. The other said everything belongs to the government. Tum kamao, government khayegi. And we struggled. The problem was where? The problem was we were wondering कि मैं लेफ्ट वाले की नकल मारूं या राइट वाले की मारूं. लिटिल रियलाइजिंग मेरा तो क्वेश्चन पेपर ही डिफरेंट है. And that is the mistake we made. Our question paper was different. Can I grow rice in Jaisalmer? Coconuts in Lahaul Spiti? No. Can I? Because the soil will determine the grain, the soil will determine what is to grow there. My problems are going to come from where I am. And my ideology, my thought has to take me from here to where I want to go. Can I pick up something and say somebody studied at MIT and this is what he did and hence I should do the same? It may work, it may not work. It is unlikely to work because I have to see what somebody at PEC did. That is a better example for me. And there are enough very good examples. I was just mentioning my own batchmate sold his company some 20 years back or 15, 20 years back to Sun Microsystems for a small amount of $2 billion. सिर्फ 2 बिलियन में बेच दी यार. He made a new server. So there are enough examples. So our thought has to grow from where we are. And we had a thought, and that thought was integral humanism. Ekatma Manava. That was our thought, that is our way of thinking. That is what should have guided us, and we would have been in a better place, and if we work on it, we will be in a better place. And that's our guiding light today also. When we think about where I am going to go, I have to see where my guidance is coming from. Are you with me? भारी तो नहीं हो गया? थोड़ा सा. You see, what is the difference? The difference is between us and the West. They are a confrontationist society. It's man versus the state versus the religion, X versus Y, so on and so forth. We coexist. We are happy to coexist. We don't have problems. If you look at how many types of Ganesh are there, there'll be any number. There'll be Ganesh ji studying, there'll be Ganesh ji playing guitar, there'll be Ganesh ji with 5 heads. All of them could be different, all of them could be the same. Nobody will say anything ki ye kya kiya tumne, how can you do this? You like it this way, you take it this way. So that system of confrontation is alien to us. And we accepted that. There's a lot of stress on debate. We've all been told. In fact, in schools, we've been encouraged to debate. Right? Debate karoge, to usme se kuch bada acha niklega. Am I right? Right? Debate karenge to acha niklega. एक आदमी एक तरफ से बोलेगा, दूसरा दूसरी तरफ से बोलेगा, कुछ अच्छा निकलेगा. That is not our society. Our society is discuss. Why can't we discuss? Why do we need to debate? In our political system, there is a ruling party and the other one is opposition. अब जिसका आप नाम ही opposition रख दोगे, वो क्या करेगा? हाँ? Oppose करेगा? उसका नाम ही opposition है. Now, if I call him competitor, instead of saying कि भाई तू जो भी करेगा ना, तू गलत करेगा, because मेरा नाम opposition है. But if I am a competitor, I'll say, look, you did this, I can do better than this. So I am not saying even to you the wrong things that this is, to the right thing that this is wrong. I'm saying, yes, I can do better than you. That's the spirit of competition. Why should the leader of opposition be leader of opposition? I'm not talking about the individual. This is not a political lecture. Why should it be opposition? Let it be competitor. I am a competitor. Just like we will be, तू first आ रहा, मुझे first आना, that does not mean I say कि तू गलत पढ़ रहा. Can I say that? No. I'll say I'll study harder, I'll beat you. I'll do better. That is our thought process. But the way the West developed, particularly with the Industrial Revolution, suddenly there were factories, profits became everything, people came into cities, slums were created, slaves were created, even countries were enslaved. All of Africa was enslaved, people were sent somewhere. What was the purpose? Maximization of profit. Profit आना चाहिए, कैसे भी आए. And today those same guys are telling us, we are sorry, we can't buy shirts stitched in India because you're using child labor. What kind of labor did you use all these years? Child, woman, dog, cow, whatever you got. You enslaved people. Today you want to be holier than thou. We never had those issues. Imagine few years later you've graduated, you've set up a multi-million corporation or you're working for one and something happens and your AI tells you we make this product and it can earn 500 crores. Can I just say yes? Go right ahead? No, I can't. Because I have to think. Will it harm children? Will it harm the environment? Will it harm the society? Or can I just go ahead and say, मेरे 500 crore बन रहे हैं? What do I care? Can I do that? No. And that is our thought where we have to think about the whole ecosystem. An integrated humanity. You know, a human being is not just a body. He's a body, he's a mind, he's an intellect, he's a soul. And all of these have to work together. If I'm only working without my soul, you know what kind of work I'll be doing. If I try to work without intellect, what is the kind of work I'll be doing? That is the thought which has been given in this philosophy also, that the human being has to be an integrated whole. You know, similarly, if we expand that a little, except 3-4 terms I'll give you: dharma, arth, काम, मोक्ष, सुने हुए हैं थोड़े थोड़े. Right? Dharma is not religion, dharma is duty. Arth, we all know, is what we all want, money. Kam is our desire, physical desires, and moksha is the liberation. These two, all of them have to work together in tandem. These are the purusharths, they have to work in tandem with each other, they have to work together. If any of them is missing, there's nothing wrong in earning money. If I earn a profit, it is my return on investment. I have invested my intelligence, I've invested my labor, I've invested my time, I've given my input, and that is my return on that profit is good. I don't know how many of you, particularly if you go to some of the smaller towns, on the shops you will find something written Shubh Labh. देखा है सबने? Ever questioned कि ये शुभ लाभ क्या है? लाभ तो ठीक है, पर ये शुभ लाभ क्या है? Does it mean more labh? No? Why Shubh Labh? Because that is our culture. The right profit, the right return on my investment. Whatever be right. If it is on my intelligence and I've created something unique and I think 100% is right, 100% is right. As long as it is not exploitative. I'm not damaging the environment to maximize something for myself. That concept of Shubh Labh is only here in our culture. Nowhere else in the world will you find Shubh Labh. Another 4 terms, one is called Vyashti, which is the individual. One is called Samashti, which is the society. The third is called Shrishti, which is nature. And the fourth is called Parmeshti, which is Parmeshwar, the divinity. Again, these also, all of them have to work together in whatever we are doing. And why is it that I'm talking about this to you today? Because today you are starting your professional careers in a certain sense. Now, as you become engineers, the thoughts I carry with me will determine what kind of an engineer I become. What do I produce? That is what will get determined. The flavor of nowadays is what? Sustainability, right? And the West is so nice. They are teaching us sustainability. They are saying things must be sustainable. We need to care for the planet. है ना? After for hundreds of years, you have plundered the planet. You have left no resource anywhere. One fine day, you get up and start telling us that you need to take care of the environment? You are preaching us? क्या है वो? 100 चूहे क्या? कुछ था ना, 100 चूहे खा के। ये सब वो बिल्लियां जो हज को जा रही हैं, 100 चूहे खा के। Look at our culture. In our culture, we have something called, I don't know how many of you have heard it, there's something called a Shanti Path. कभी मंदिर में कहीं पे सुना होगा शांति पाठ। शांति पाठ में we are even talking about वनस्पति शांति, ब्रह्मांड शांति, that there should be peace everywhere. वनस्पति में भी, right? This is the society जहां पे हम तुलसी लगाते हैं, पूजते हैं, केला लगाते हैं, पूजते हैं, कोकोनट को पूजते हैं, पीपल को पूजते हैं. And somebody is going to come and tell me that you guys don't know sustainability. You don't understand ecology. I worship Vishnu. 4 avatars of Vishnu are animal forms. And one is Narsi, who is half lion, half man. So 4.5 avatar जानवर हैं. And you are going to tell us save the tiger. Please understand, one thing which has been taken away from us is our pride. We are the best there is, there was. And you are those guys who are the best. We were exploited, not your fault, whatever be the circumstances may have been. But we've been taught wrong. We've been taught not to take pride in ourselves. And today, when we are getting ready to strengthen our wings to take off, we should be aware that there is nobody better than who we are. We don't have to look anywhere. We are the ones who understand that I have to take from the nature as much as I need, and then I have to give back to the nature. The nature has enough for every man's need, but not for even one man's greed. And this country, this culture has always respected that. You know, like I said, we made wrong choices, not your fault. We were wondering what to do. There is a concept called SWOT analysis. Anybody's heard of this? SWOT analysis? Good. So strength, weakness, opportunity, threats. And if I did do a SWOT analysis of India at independence, what did we have? People. Our money. I very happily quote Shashi Tharoor when he says, when you go to London, you must see the museums of London. They are called museums, but what should they be called? किसी ने सुना है? He says they should be called chor bazaars. Because सारा सामान हमारा है उसमें. So we had been plundered, we had no money. So what should I build my economy on? On my strength or on my weakness? My strength was my people, but what did I build my economy on? On my weakness. There is something called the Mahalanobis model, which said put up heavy industries. Actually, what we needed to do, keep the people where they were, strengthen the MSMEs, strengthen the artisans. At low capital, we could have had an increased GDP. No migrations, no slums, no city crowdings, good growth, distributed growth right down to the last man. But wrong choices were made. And the problem was the same, which I hope we have not encountered. That not realizing that my question paper was different. Our question paper was different. But that does not mean that we cannot move in the right direction from here. You are the ones who can bring about that change. We can move in the right direction from here. And I can tell you, it's never too late. While I was being introduced, it says there, a new company that I have just incorporated. At my age, I'm doing a startup. कोई पैसे दे ना दे. And that is something which is going to reduce plastic, has the potential to reduce plastic in India alone by 50,000 tons per year. So, spread your wings, think. One more thing from my own life I want to share before I end this. Don't think that you are bound by engineering. I said engineering is a way of thinking. If I have done well, I have reached PEC, does not mean I can't think beyond it. At least I have thought well beyond engineering. I've done enough engineering. I've got an engineering unit. We do hardcore engineering production. But at the same time, I got into cosmetics. Why? Why not? If I can think, why not? I made a dry shampoo for turbaned hair. Sounds interesting, right? There is a need. लंबे बाल हैं, ऊपर से पगड़ी बांधी है, उसके नीचे इतना प्यारा वेदर है, 42 डिग्रीज, पसीना आ रहा है, सूख नहीं रहा. 50 साल की उम्र में पगड़ी रह गई, नीचे कुछ बचा नहीं. हेयर हाइजीन वॉज इम्पॉसिबल टू मेंटेन. बाल संडे को धोऊंगा. अगर इफ आई नो द सॉल्यूशन टू इट, शुड आई नॉट इंप्लीमेंट इट जस्ट बिकॉज आई एम एन इंजीनियर? I made a lip lightener for smokers. I was the first guy to make a lip lightener for smokers because my friends in PEC used to say, घर वालों को पता लग जाता है. It remained in the mind, need है market में, तो मैं क्यों नहीं बना लूँ? I know how to do it. As the name would suggest, this new venture is in oral care. What has engineering got to do with oral care? The patent I have been granted is in femtech. It is on personalized cosmetics for women. Depending on your age, your skin type, your weather, your work, and the day of your cycle. So every day I will tell you what to do. मैंने बायो थोड़ी पढ़ी थी. बायो पढ़ी होती एम्स में होता. All that I am saying is, when you spread your wings, don't limit them. Let sky be the only limit that you will encounter. Let's correct whatever historical mistakes have been made. I've shared some of them with you. You are second to none. Don't copy, because please understand your question paper is different. We are a different culture. We are a culture that has survived thousands of years. And if something is surviving for thousands of years, there must be something very solid in that. We are that power-packed culture. We are the ones who can lead the country, and you are the ones who are going to do that. Don't limit yourself. Wish you all the best. And from the other side, welcome to PEC. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your mindful and insightful insights, impactful insights. I would request Dr. Tayal to please come back once again on the stage, and I invite our ADSA Dr. MP Garg to present a token of appreciation to our distinguished guest. I request everyone to have a round of applause.
Thank you, sir. As we come to the close of the third day of our orientation program, it is my privilege to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of the organizing committee. We extend our sincere gratitude to Professor Sulata Bhandari, Professor Rajesh Kumar Kanda, Dr. Seema Vashisht, and Professor J.D. Sharma for graciously sharing their time and valuable insights with our students this morning. We're equally thankful to our esteemed guest of honor, Dr. Dharinder Tayal, for this session, whose words we hope will stay with our students long after today. To our incoming batch of BTech students, thank you for your incredible energy today. We hope this orientation has given you a strong and memorable start to your journey at PEC. Welcome to the family, and each day gives a better overview of our institute. Thank you, one and all. We'd now like to request all the students to proceed to their respective hostels in an orderly manner. Please follow the instructions given by your respective student branch in charges and discipline in charges, and kindly maintain discipline and decorum. Thank you very much. I request you all to kindly rise as our guest of honor leaves. You may now be seated. Thank you.
नहीं ब्रांच शोर शराबा करने देंगे. I request the BIs to please come forward for a minute. Joint heads or heads of BIs, whoever is present, from every branch present here.